Good evening, Saturday people. How are we? Thank you very much for joining me. Yes. Well, it's a bit weird because I mean, for Saturday people, it's pre-recorded, and I'm also recording this before Thursday's quiz. So I'm a little bit sort of all over the place. Even though I've been back in work since sort of Tuesday, I've been back working since. I'm a little bit all over the place still. Not really. I mean, at least I suppose doing a pre-recorded quiz before I go live for the first time in a couple of weeks, I suppose it means I can iron out any of the lumps and bumps that may have appeared while I was on a break. But anyway, yes, hope you're all well. Hope you've had a great sort of Easter break, etc. It's very weird. Some of the kids are off at different times, and it's all a bit all over the place at the minute. Jack went back in straight away on Tuesday. So, but yeah, hope you're all well. Hope you've had a great week or so. But yeah, for you guys, I mean, Saturdays are going I'm just looking at my sort of calendar. Unfortunately, there seems to be so much going on a Saturday at the minute, or even like the whole weekend in my world. Just with Jack's got like children's birthday parties coming up, and we've got some family events and stuff like that. So Saturdays for at least a few weeks will be. I mean, I did say for most of April, but it looks like into May as well. Will be pre-recorded. I'm also getting pushed out of an aeroplane as well. Which I'll talk more about. I think I did talk about that on the pre-records, but that looks like it's been confirmed now, so I just need to set up a few bits for that before I pass on the details to you guys. But yeah, so so there's a lot going on at the weekends, but it doesn't mean you're going to miss out on a quiz, because I will always have the ability to record it in advance. The only difference being that I'm not here physically live as you're watching it. But it's still the same chaos and shenanigans that you'd come to expect, as you've probably seen if you haven't been with me for pre-recorded quizzes before. If you watched them over the last couple of weekends, yeah, you will have seen it's the usual chaos. Anyway, welcome along, everyone. It is Saturday, the 26th of April. It is Saturday, the 26th of April. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're all well. Let's get straight into it then tonight with some art and literature for you. And starting then with this for number one. What is the name of the novel turned film written by Margaret Mitchell that was, when adjusted for inflation, was the highest grossing movie of all time? Number two, Mother What was a character that originated in children's fiction as the imaginary author of French fairy tales and later English nursery rhymes. There's going to be a little bit of background noise, probably traffic going past my house, but it is far too warm in this office today. And I know some of you are going to be sat there going, yes, well, you're wearing a hoodie. Yeah, that's a comfort thing more than anything else. Number three, who wrote The Hound of the Baskervilles? Number four, what is the name of a painting or work of art executed directly onto a wall? Number five, who wrote the novels About a Boy, Fever Pitch, and High Fidelity? And number six, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and the sequel Through the Looking Glass were written by whom? I have no idea why I said it like that. Whom? Sound like an owl. Ooh, ooh. We've got an owl that lives in the tree across the train line. It's very weird when I heard it hooting through the day the other day. Number seven, in which year was novelist Jane Austen born? 1675, 1775, 1875, or 1975? So in which year was novelist Jane Austen born? 1675, 1775, 1875, or 1975? For those of you who know Jane Austen is, I'm sure process of elimination, you'll be all right with this question. For those of you who don't know who Jane Austen is, history lessons. Number eight, name the author pictured here. Have I left a clue in there? I may well have. Was it deliberate? No. I was looking for a picture of this author, and pretty much all of the pictures that of this author was with their books. So I had to crop this one down as much as I could. Number nine. Oh, hello. Let's remove me off the screen. That one there. So this is an example of which type of art popularized by Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein. I'm not talking about the person in the picture. Obviously, it's a type of art. So this is an example of which type of art popularized by Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein. And number 10, Michael Crichton is the author behind which dinosaur-related book series turned films? Michael Crichton is the author behind which dinosaur-related book series turned films? I used these films as an analogy this week. Talking about doors being left open is like, and people escaping is like, likened to this film where the electric was turned off and the animals went wild. Out of context, it doesn't sound very funny, but in context, it was actually quite amusing. Right, round two with some geography for you as the nation groans. But it's fine, it's all good. Number one. The 13 stripes of the flag of the USA represent the 13 colonies that won independence from where? In the American Revolutionary War. I've got this as a note, by the way. I'm going to rename the geography round going forward. Okay, not to trick you all to think that it is a bit easier than normal geography round. I'm aware of, and there have been a few comments as well passed on to me by the social team, that obviously geography is all encompassing with things like weather, etc. And I tend to, with geography, in the geography rounds, mainly focus along sort of places and stuff like that. So I'm going to rename the geography round going forward, so it will be like things like places, etc. It'll make sense as we go along, but for now it's a geography round. Number two, what is the capital city of Italy? Italy. Flight prices to this place shot up this week. Problem with airlines and holidays having surge pricing. The sooner people look for one place, it just puts it up. That's another debate for another day. Number three, in which country can the small town of Gander be found that played host to 38 airliners during the 9/11 attacks? So in which country can the small town of Gander be found that played host to 38 airliners during the 9/11 attacks? Whoa, too far. Number four, what is the name of a London football stadium or battle that took place in 1066? Number five, how many states make up Australia? Number six, whoa there, Skippy. Name the pursuit. I knew there was one I hadn't changed. Hold, please. Your call is important to us. Just proving that I don't edit these pre-records. Name the country. There we go. Name the country then for number six when I can find the right button. There we go. Number seven, how many countries does Japan share a land border with? Let's get rid of the icons at the bottom of the screen. There we go. How many countries does Japan share a land border with? As a train goes rumbling by on its way to Manchester. Tell you what, the windows I've got in this house make a massive difference when you've got the window shut. You can't hear the trains when the window's shut. Number 8. Which southwest city has stations such as Temple Meads and Parkway? Number 9. Colombo is the executive and judicial capital of which Asian country? And finally, number 10. The country of Senegal has a coastline of which ocean? Blockbusters then to take you into your first break of this evening. Number 1. What TD is the uppermost seating area in a bus called? So what TD is the uppermost seating area in a bus called? Number 2. What JB is a fictional spy with the codename 007? Number 3. What DD is scheduled payments automatically taken out of a bank account? Number 4. What SR is a cake consisting of sponge, whipped cream, and jam? Jam? Ah. What SR is a cake consisting of sponge, whipped cream, and jam? Jam. Well, number 5. What KC is the oldest recognized body that oversees various canine activities? So what KC is the oldest recognized body that oversees various canine activities? Number 6. What HS is the action of refusing to eat in order to make a protest? So what HS is the action of refusing to eat in order to make a protest? And number 7. What SO are athletes, horses, or other competitors brought under just before a race? Number 8. What HD sat on a wall and had a great fall? So what HD sat on a wall and had a great fall? Number 9. What LC is non-capital letters? No, hello. No. And finally, question number 10. What GN is an annual national hunt steeplechase that takes place in England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland? And there may be others, but I couldn't. Yeah. I think they do it in greyhounds as well. So that is your first 30 questions for this evening. Up now on the hub if you want to recap any of those or have a look at the pictures in more detail. Head on over now to jvpqquestions.com. The website has been returned to its usual layout. So head on over to jvpqquestions.com, click on quiz recap, and then click on today's date, 26th of April. Click on part 1, and then the code you need is on screen now, 260139, 260139. Just check in. We are checking. So sound like a Ferrari strategist. We are checking. Question. We are checking. Yeah, it's on. It'll be on for the break as well. So I'm going to take 7 minutes out of this while you put together your answers, and then when I come back, we'll see how you did with your first 30 after this. Push the right button really might help first. This. Okay, answers coming up then in just a moment's time. Once I get myself onto the right screen. There we go. So yeah, make sure you've got them written down. You know when you get like you see this idea and you think, oh, this will be a brilliant idea. This is going to be great. You know, and I'm going to make something and it's going to look brilliant. And on paper, it really does look like it's going to be. Well, I went to the model railway exhibition at York at the weekend with Jack. And while I was there, there's a competition running. So you get a board and a piece of track, and you basically the idea is to make your own sort of mini kind of model railway scene that they can kind of connect in. And I don't know, at some point, a competition. Anyway, so I did some research and I was like, oh, I found something. This looks really, really cool. And I thought, you know what? It's like cardboard models of like stations and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, that looks really cool. So I downloaded some of those over the weekend, so back end last week, and I was trying to do them on paper and then realized it's just nigh on impossible. So anyway, so I ordered some from them. And I was just having a look at it in the break then because they turned up this morning. So I thought I'll just open one up and have a look. And I'm just reading the instruction. I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to be sort of like a 5-minute job. This is going to be an all-day job, just to build the tunnel section. But what I quite like, I've got like little adverts and stuff, and little London Underground maps that you stick on. I'm such a geek. I need to get out more. Anyway, so yeah, but I was just looking at while you guys were putting your answers together. Because when I pre-record, I don't just sort of edit the ads in and the breaks and stuff in. I do actually sit here in those 7 minutes as if it's a live quiz. So yeah, while you were putting your answers together, I was reading the instructions on how to build a Northern Line style tube station and tunnel. I need to get out more. But yeah, that'll be fun trying to put that together later on. I've got to use a sharp knife. This might not go well. I might need adult supervision. I'll see what Sarah's doing. Anyway, right, let's give you the answers then to the first 30 questions. Yeah, me and Stanley and I don't get on very well. Right, here's your first 30 answers then this evening. Let's see how you did with these then. Starting with art and literature. Number 1. What is the name of the novel turned film written by Margaret Mitchell that was, when adjusted for inflation, was the highest grossing movie of all time? It was Gone with the Wind. When it changes. Number 2, Mother What was a character that originated in children's fiction. It's Mother Goose. Originated in children's fiction as the imaginary author of French fairy tales and later English nursery rhymes. Number 3, who wrote The Hound of the Baskervilles? It was Arthur Conan Doyle. And number 4, what is the name of a painting or work of art executed directly onto a wall? It is a mural. And number 5, who wrote the novels About a Boy, Fever Pitch, and High Fidelity? It was Nick Hornby. Number 6, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and sequel Through the Looking Glass were written by Lewis Carroll. Number 7, in which year was the novelist Jane Austen born? 1775. Number 8, name this author. It was, Dr. Seuss. Number 9, this is an example of which type of art? Popularized by Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein. It is pop art. And number 10, Michael Crichton is the author behind which dinosaur-related book series turned films? It is Jurassic Park. Geography, number 1, the 13 stripes of the flag of the USA represent the 13 colonies that won independence from Britain. Number 2, the capital city of Italy is Rome. Number 3, in which country can the small town of Gander be found that played host to 38 airliners during the 9/11 attacks? It was Canada. Some great stories that came out from this. Whoa, number 4, there you go. Name of the London football stadium or a battle that took place in 1066 is Stamford Bridge. Number 5, how many states make up Australia? There are 6. Number 6, I'm not changing it again. Name the country. That is Bosnia and Herzegovina. Number 7, how many countries does Japan share a land border with? 0. It's an island, so it has 0 countries that it shares a land border with. Number 8, which southwest city has stations such as Temple Meads and Parkway? It's Bristol. Number 9, Colombo is the executive and judicial capital of Sri Lanka. And number 10, the country of Senegal has a coastline of the Atlantic Ocean because it's on West Africa. So, Atlantic. Yeah. And your blockbusters then. Number 1, what TD is the uppermost seating area in a bus called? It is the top deck. Number 2, what JB is a fictional spy with the codename 007? It's James Bond. James Bond. Number 3, what DD is scheduled payments automatically taken out of a bank? It is direct debit. Number 4, what SR is a cake consisting of sponge, whipped cream, and jam? It's Swiss roll. Number 5, what KC is the oldest recognised body that oversees various canine activities? It is the Kennel Club. Number 6, what HS is the action of refusing to eat in order to make a protest? It is hunger strike. Number 7, what SO are athletes, horses, or other competitors brought under just before a race? There's starters' orders. They are under starters' orders. And they're off. Number 8, what HD sat on a wall and had a great fall? Humpty Dumpty. Number 9, what LC is non-capital letters? It is lowercase. Number 10, what GN is an annual national hunt steeplechase that takes place in England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland? I forgot the part of the answer is in the question. It is Grand National. So then, that is your first 30 answers for you this evening. How are you getting on? YouTube live chat is switched on, so do feel free if you want to stick your answer. No, don't stick the answers. Don't stick the answers in there. You can feel free to put your scores in there. Yes, not answers. Answers bad. Scores yes. But yeah, pop your scores in the YouTube live chat. Let me know how you are getting on. Connections and general knowledge coming up. I'll be honest, I can't remember what connection round this is. I set all this up before I went on a break because I wanted to make sure that I was diving straight back into stuff. So I can't remember which connection round this is. I know Thursdays and Saturdays. I know it's one of two, but I can't remember which way around I did them. So we shall find out together. I won't give any clues away because I've done this before where I can't remember what the connection round is. And then I get to a question and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then it kind of gives away everyone to work out sort of like an anchor point as to what the connection round is. Anyway, right, here we go. Round 4 then is your connections round. As always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links the 9 answers together? Let's find out with this. Question number 1. What first name is shared by a fictional umbrella flying character, a TV judge, Berry, and English footballer, Earps? Number 2, how is Groom Lake? How is Groom Lake in Nevada more commonly known? I sound like it stood on a nail. How is Groom Lake in Nevada more commonly known? Train. I mean, I don't know whether you heard that very well, but the window's open and it was peaking on my microphone, so I'm assuming you did. Number 3, name the song by Phil Collins. If you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. Number 4, what is the name of the lamps fitted to the front of vehicles to enable drivers to see in the dark? Some drivers clearly don't know how these work properly. What is the name of the lamps fitted to the front of vehicles to enable drivers to see in the dark? Number 5, what was the name of the film that starred Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones and saw them wearing suits and chasing aliens? So what was the name of the film that starred Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones and saw them wearing suits and chasing aliens? I used to know, scarily, all of the words to the title song from this, and also when you got towards the end of it, the dance moves as well. There's some really random stuff that's stored in my brain. Yeah. Number 6, which Beatle formed the rock group The Wings? Doesn't quite work when you've not got the music, does it? Which Beatle formed the rock group The Wings? A couple of questions ago, I remembered what connection round this is, and I meant to swap this. I wanted this on Thursday when I was live, but never mind. I'll come back and look at the reaction afterwards. It's not Monopoly. That's been put to bed now. Number 7, what is the name of a New Mexico City home to the International UFO Museum? So what is the name of a New Mexico City home to the International UFO Museum? Some geese flying over the house because all I can hear just slightly in the distance is. When I grew up in Wimbledon Park, I used to hear the geese all the time flying into, of all places, Wimbledon Park. Number 8, what is the name of this? What is the name of someone who travels by obtaining free rides from passing vehicles? So what is the name of someone who travels by obtaining free rides from passing vehicles? Number 9, who is this? Again, I may have left a clue, but I may not have. So who is this for number 9? And as always, question 10, what links your 9 answers together? I get the feeling this is going to be one of those connection rounds that is you're either going to get it pretty much easily or you're going to have to think about it quite a lot. Okay, let's bring you home then with general knowledge. 10 random questions as always for you, starting with this for number 1. Which of these is the collective noun for lemurs? Is it conspiracy? Is it scheme, plot, or deception? Oh, I amuse myself. Which of these is the collective noun for lemurs? Is it conspiracy, scheme, plot, or deception? Number 2, what can be Sahara, Arabian, Gobi, and Polar? Number 3, what is the name of the highest freestanding mountain above sea level and also the highest volcano? So what is the name of the highest freestanding mountain above sea level and also the highest volcano? Number 4, DAB stands for digital audio what? So DAB stands for digital audio what? Number 5, the 2 rings on the bottom of the Olympic flag are green and which other colour? So 2 rings on the bottom of the Olympic flag are green and which other? It's a flag question. Another one. Quick, get him. Light the pitchforks. Find him. Number 6, which day of the week is named after the Norse god Thor? Number 7, the postcode B followed by a number represents which UK city? So the postcode B followed by a number represents which UK city? Number 8, what was the currency of France before the euro? Number 9, in which sport might you be out LBW? Oh no, I don't want to. What am I doing here? I've very nearly deleted one of the things that I needed. That, that. And your final question tonight is a picture. Hang on, sorry, I'm broken. Turn that off. What is the surname of these notorious gangsters? So what is the surname of these notorious gangsters? That's the button I was trying to push. There we go. Right, so that is all of your questions then for this evening. So again, they're up on the hub now, so head on over to jvbqquestions.com. Code you need 260267. It is on your screen now, 260267, if you want to recap any of those questions. So taking you then into not taking you into your final break, for your final break, another set of 9 dingbats from the wonderful Al at quizmasters.biz. So as always, 9 dingbats, say what you see on screen, and I'll be back with you in 7 minutes. See you after this. Okay, right. Answers coming up then for these and for your final 20 questions in just a moment's time. So make sure you've got them written down just while you're taking a moment to make sure you've got these. Signposting you for the next couple of weeks. Patreon quiz tomorrow night. And then, so I'm back live on a Thursday for the next few weeks. Saturdays, like I say, are going to be pre-recorded. And I much prefer doing it live, partly because it's easy. I just push a button and away I go. But yeah, so Saturday's pre-recorded for the next few weeks. No less. It's all the same as you've already seen tonight. It's not edited. It's as if I'm live. I'm just talking to myself basically. But yeah, so but then at the end of May, we've got a family event that I didn't realize about, which has been sprung on me at the end of May, which is going to take me out of 2 Thursday nights and a Saturday as well. But there'll still be quizzes. But I'm very glad. It seems on paper like it's going to be a break, but it's not. So yeah, so unfortunately I'm very glad I've just taken this last week and a half off. I tell you what, the last week and a bit, I think it was about 9 days I had in total in the end. I didn't turn my computer on or anything. I've been in the office because we've been stripping it out and tidying it up and straightening it, what have you. But yeah, very, very glad I took that break because at the end of May, I'm taking a couple of Thursdays and a Saturday out of it, pre-recorded in advance, and it is not going to be a break. No, family event's going to drive me up the wall. Anyway, right, that's later on in May. Let's get back to tonight. Here are your answers for your dingbats in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. So number 1, basil brush. I like that. Boom, boom. Number 2, couch potato. Number 3, first among equals. Number 4, fit as a fiddle. Number 5, game for a laugh. Number 6, pound for pound. Number 7, storm in a teacup. Number 8 is star sign. And number 9 is not world in motion. No. There we go. See, told you I don't edit them. A lot of people whinge and say that if you're going to pre-record a quiz, you really should edit it, but then you'd lose the feeling, you'd lose the atmosphere and everything that comes with sort of the live quizzing. So why should I pre-record it? Why should I edit pre-recorded quizzes? Anyway, zebra crossing for number 9. I also now need to get rid of that off my screen. There we go. Off. On. Right, okay, answers then coming up in a moment's time for your final 20, so make sure you've got those written down. Yeah, so we'll be sharing, I think it's next week, we'll be sharing with you some of the details around my skydive that I'm doing for Emmaus as the UK ambassador. One of the UK ambassadors for Emmaus. I am jumping out of an aeroplane in June. So if I'll be sharing the details about the sponsorship side of things. I wanted to get involved with the sponsorship side of it, you know, because some of the companions who were helped by Emmaus down there in Suffolk are going to be jumping as well, so it's going to be a great experience for them. So I wanted to make sure I was involved in the fundraising side of things as well, so that I can make sure they get an opportunity of a lifetime as well. So yeah, if when that comes up, if you can sponsor and would very much like to see me get pushed out of an airplane, parachute apparently is optional, but I will make sure that there is a parachute. But yeah, so I'll be sharing all the details with that next week. Right, let's give you all the answers then to this evening, the final 20. Your connections round, number 1. Well, there were... Recharge. What first name is shared by a fictional umbrella flying character, a TV judge Berry, and an English footballer Earps? It is Mary. Mary Poppins, Mary Berry, Mary Earps. Number 2. How is Groom Lake in Nevada more commonly known? It is Area 51. Number 3. Name the song by Phil Collins. If you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. It is In the Air Tonight. Number 4, what is the name of the lamps fitted to the front of vehicles to enable drivers to see in the dark? It is headlights. Number 5, what was the name of the film that starred Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones and saw them wearing suits and chasing aliens? It is Men in Black. Just slide with me, just slide with me. Make your network. Now freeze. Number 6, which Beatle formed the rock group The Wings? There's Paul McCartney. Number 7, what is the name of the New Mexico City home to the International UFO Museum? It is Roswell. Number 8, what is the name of someone who travels by obtaining free rides from passing vehicles? It is Hitchhiker. Number 9, who is this? That is Walt Disney. And so what links those 9 together? They are all urban legends. Now, I appreciate there may be some small people watching, so I don't want to freak any small children out in terms of going through some of those urban legends. But for the grown-ups and for the older people, if you want to see, there might be some of those urban legends you've never heard of. I'm not going to say the conspiracy theories because they are really urban legends. Most of them, but if you want to go and have a look at some of them, then do, just to try and work out what sort of how they fit in. But some of them, like, I mean, I can talk about one, obviously, like the Paul McCartney one where he passed away and it's not the real Paul McCartney, it's a bodied double. So they're all different kinds of urban legends. But yeah, so that's your connection. General knowledge then, number 1, which of these is the collective noun for lemurs? This is why we're giggling, because it's a conspiracy. No, they're not conspiracy theory. Urban legends from the lemurs. Number 2, what can be Sahara, Arabian, Gobi, and Polar? It is desert. Spelled right for a change. Number 3, what is the name of the highest freestanding mountain above sea level and also the highest volcano? It's Kilimanjaro. Number 4, DAB stands for digital audio broadcasting. And number 5, 2 rings on the bottom of the Olympic flag are green and yellow. And number 6, which day of the week is named after Norse god Thor? It is Thursday. Number 7, what the postcode B followed by a number represents which UK city? It is Birmingham. Number 8, what was the currency of France before the euro? It was the French franc. Number 9, in which sport might you be out LBW? It is cricket. And your final one, number 10, what is the surname of these notorious gangsters? They are the Kray twins. So that is all of your questions then for this evening. Tot your scores up. How have you got on tonight? Your tiebreaker question for this evening is this. Australia currently hold the record for the most test match wins. How many have they won? So Australia currently holds the record for the most test match wins. How many have they won? Remember, as always, nearest to it gets the point. Okie dokie, it is 419. Yep, they've got 419 test match wins. That's not series, it's test matches, individual ones. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is all of your questions and answers for this Saturday, the 26th of April. How have you got on? There'll be a social media post up now. Let me know on Facebook and Instagram how you did. Please do share your scores on there as well, because it is great to see them. Yeah, so do share your scores. Let me know how you got on. And yeah, that is it from me then. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm trying to think where I'm up to here, and it's because I'm recording this in advance. So yeah, I'm back on Thursday night with another live quiz, and then I'll be back pre-recorded next Saturday with you all. Check socials. I'm around. And don't forget as well, my daily podcast quiz, JDQ as well, Monday to Friday. A short mini 5-question quiz, all wrapped up in, at the moment, about 6 and 7 minute packages, because I've not really got a lot to say on the podcast. So the intros are very, very short, and it's really catching people out as well, for people who... yeah, there's people who try and skip the intro and then find out that at the moment, instead of it being a couple of minutes long, it's only like 30 seconds or a minute long, and they find themselves on question number 3. It's been quite funny, actually. But anyway, yeah, so don't forget JDQ as well, Monday to Friday. Right, that is it. I am out of here. I will see you all soon. Have a great weekend, what is left of it, and I'll see you soon. As always from me then, I'll see you soon. Take care. Stay safe.